You are approaching Saturn. You are only seconds away. I have arranged for you to meet my companion. He will lead you. Watch and listen. Please, don't disappoint him. He doesn't like that.
We are 5 years away from entering the 21st century. Humankind stands on the edge of the interactive age. You have come a long way. But are you ready for the future?
Introducing Sega Saturn. Aww, hit it! Sega's next-generation gaming platform. Revolutionary sports and arcade gameplay. All with amazing new 3D experiences never before possible on home game systems. Wow.
Sega Saturn. It's how you play the game.
What's happening?
Sega Saturn, the benchmark of engineering excellence, combining three 32-bit RISC processors with 5 additional processors to create a head-snapping 500,000 polygons per second.
Wow.
Experience Sega Saturn's monster torque and parallel processing power. All the speed and handling you'd expect. And every inch a Sega.
You thought you knew how to play the game? But no one has played this hard, this fast, this real, until now. Come, look into the world of Sega Saturn.
Virtua Fighter! Panzer Dragoon! Bug! Black Fire!
Sega Saturn, the most powerful, the most technologically advanced game system anywhere.
Yeah.
Sega Saturn is the newest and most indulgent taste temptation from Sega, delivering crystal clear digital video and rich, creamy 3D graphics. And each unit is topped off with a delicious DSP chip dedicated to scrumptious CD quality sound. This gourmet meal from Sega goes oh so well with all of these yummy, mouth-watering titles. NHL All-Star Hockey. Clockwork Night. Daytona, USA. Worldwide Soccer.
Sega Saturn!
Incoming!
Go farther than you have ever gone before. Sega Saturn. Play your games in the 21st century and leave the rest of the world behind.
Thank you for your attention. Now it's time to explore your inner realm. Open your brain and look inside. Prepare to enter the theater of the eye.
Welcome to the theater of the eye.
Rods and cones report to the orbital socket.
How nice. We're trimming the toenails. What's that?
Optic nerve, this is the brain. What's going on down there?
The eardrum's going off! Go get help!
We're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, having a breakdown.
What else can go wrong?
Urgent synapse on line 2. It's the sphincter.
What is going on up there? Sega Saturn.
Welcome to the theater of the eye. 500,000 polygons a second.
Let me see.
16 million colors.
Me.
Wreak some havoc in your head.
Sega Saturn.
Welcome to the theater of the eye. Real sports.
Keep it down a little.
Real fast.
Optic nerve here. I am gonna need some help.
Real painful.
Sega Saturn.
Now you may return to the world as you know it. And remember, look for Sega Saturn. It's out there.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Saturn Saturday. You can hear the music in the background. We are playing Batman Forever. I do have the second player here playing.
Hello, hello, hello.
So I figured this is in honor of Val Kilmer passing away on Tuesday this past week. We play through Batman Forever. Now I don't think they used his likeness in the game because you'd have to license that. But it's still titled after the actual movie. So
The only movie that he was Batman.
yes, this is his lone appearance as Batman in a long running series. I still like that Batmobile though. I know it's kind of weird looking.
They really went over the top with everything. They hammed it up.
Yeah. Let's see. Splintered One is already in the chat. I've been checking back and forth. Rip Val. Yep. What was he? I can't remember which what character was he on Top Gun? What was the name?
Iceman.
Iceman. Yeah.
Honestly,
no, he wasn't Goose. I couldn't remember which one his name was.
honestly, the part that I probably think most of him when I really think of is either Iceman or the character he played in, what was the movie, Heat?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
That's a really good,
art.
That's a really good bank heist movie.
Yeah.
I'd suggest that if anything of his movie.
I might have to go back and watch that. I remember I worked at a video store, so I got all these box arts in my memory from working there for a summer. So from Wikipedia, It says Batman Forever, the arcade game, is a beat-em-up video game based on the movie Batman Forever. The subtitle is used to differentiate it from Batman Forever, another beat-em-up published by Acclaim around the same time. 1 or 2 players playing as Batman or Robin fight Two-Face, Riddler, and numerous henchmen. And this one has okay reviews, but that one that they're trying to differentiate it from, that was like on the, I think, the Super Nintendo and Genesis stuff, is notoriously bad. I don't think I've ever played it. Let's see. Heat. Splinter One says, "Heat is awesome." Doc Holliday Tombstone.
Indeed. Yeah, a lot of people, when they think of Val Kilmer, they think of him as Doc Holliday.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a while. Let's see. So the gameplay, you take on either the role of Batman or Robin. Players can punch, kick, and use special combination attacks to defeat waves of enemies. The special combinations applied to enemies can add up to a possible of 150 plus hits on a single villain. Special weapons such as batarangs can be found throughout levels. It is sectioned off into stages and arranged with waves of enemies before the ending with a boss. The game has a 2-player mode, which allows both players to use the same character if so desired. Now, this is by Acclaim, but let's see. I think it's the actual developer is Iguana Entertainment. And Iguana UK did the PS1 and Saturn ports on this. So you always kind of look at it, under the headline of Acclaim, but it was Iguana that developed this.
You have any history of playing this before, either on console or arcade?
No, I never. I played it for maybe 5 minutes when I got this set up yesterday. But that's been it. I'd never played this before, so I'd always heard it was fairly decent. Some of the biggest complaints I had about it was that it's very repetitive for the time. Didn't really innovate stuff, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's a beat 'em up from Acclaim in the mid-90s.
Yeah. It says Acclaim first demonstrated the game at the 1996 American Coin Machine Exposition. Batman Forever, the arcade game, was Acclaim Entertainment's first arcade game. It was built on Sega's Titan technology, and the hardware which formed the foundation of the 32X and the Sega Saturn. Prior to the release of the arcade and home versions, an Atari Jaguar CD port was in development by Probe Entertainment after Atari Corporation and Acclaim announced their partnership in 1995. That included plans to release 3 titles for the system, but Batman Forever, the arcade game, was later licensed to Atari Corp. A few months later, after the announcement of the partnership, and was going to be based upon the PlayStation version that was also in development at the time, the port was originally slated to be published around the third quarter of 1995 and was later rescheduled for April first quarter of 1996 release, but work on the port discontinued sometime in 1995 and was never released. So I guess we'll probably just go ahead and I'll read some more stuff about the reception on it here later, but we'll go ahead and start it here. Low adding. I think you just have to start on the second player and then that'll pop in here. A little flakiness. Now I think that might be because of the action replay code I had. I'll play Robin.
I'm just trying to figure out which of these suits has the biggest nipples.
That is the actually I don't know if the Batman one there actually did. Robin's definitely did. That was the main feature or distinguishing feature of that Batman suit. Loading, please wait.
Yeah, that Batmobile was so different.
Okay. You got to jump, you've got to kick, and you got to punch. And then you've got some combos that you can do. Did like some type of backflip attack. Some type of slide. Oh, you just got force lightning. did like the way it just grabs pretty easily. Like, you just walk right up to an enemy, easily grabbing them. I think if you just hit a direction, you throw them. Oh. I picked that up, but there was nothing on screen. I don't know what sets. Oh. I'm tiny! It's mini rabbit! Oh. The one weird thing that it moved really fast.
Yeah, it's a little disorienting at first.
I think I just like jumped to the other side of the screen there somehow. Hey, Pinky, thanks for joining us. No bat bulge. I think there's that and the nipple suits on these. Oh, there he goes. Getting this guy up. Oh,
the controls are so floaty on it.
Yeah. Oh. That is a weird thing too. Is like your C button will do an attack, but if you have a power up, it uses the power up. So you can't like use a fourth button for that. It seems like that would have been easier, but I guess that's how they had the arcade controls. He's swinging around. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Playing Tarzan, not Batman. Gosh, I figure out where I'm at half the time. I look over and all of a sudden I'm suddenly on the other side of the screen.
As soon as you pick up the power thing, it immediately does it, regardless if there's anything on the screen or not. Almost like it's kind of wants you to waste it.
Ah, shell shock. Oh. We're loading the next level.
I'm Batman.
Oh. Okay.
Power sustain.
So do we fight Jim Carrey now? Nope, no. Oh. Oh, no, they're tiny. That was the Riddler thing, I think, that you did. Oh, now I have, like, multiple me reflections.
Instead of mini, it's mini-me's.
I'm breakdancing. Especially hitting the fireball motion over and over again.
There we go. Go, go, go!
It's stuck in the corner doing the breakdance kick. Oh, you're still in the screen. We'll touch of turtles there. Oh, I'm playing Street Fighter sometimes. I just randomly hit stuff, see what happens. Oh, I'm Storm now. Oh,
just got unloaded.
Ah, Nerf gun. What's he doing?
Good job.
It just kept going. Like it queued them all up.
Robin, I think you're gonna have to consider decaf.
Selected something, I don't even know what I hit. Let's just say reviewing the arcade version, a next generation critic praised the large selection of elaborate moves, liking it to Street Fighter in the series respect, as well as use of sprite scaling to enable a wider range of movement and deeper gameplay, but argued that the game lacks sufficient innovation in the aging 2D beat-em-up genre. He also criticized the predictable level design and the gloomy graphics, saying it makes it difficult to follow the action. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm spinning again. Not a back call.
But we're already here.
Like you throw somebody just by running into them. You don't have to hit a button. I guess hitting the direction means throw them.
Yeah, the controls are...
I'm just spinning here. Keep rolling. What? I don't even know where I went to. Okay, yeah, there I am. Oh, fell shock. Storm. I think you can like pick up the stuff. I wonder if they were trying to make an X-Men game or something. We'll just throw all these abilities on everybody. Oh, my turn. Your power meter up there is supposed to be what's building to like use some of these special moves, but
it just does it.
Yeah, it seems to just do it as soon as you hit something. Supposed to be, oh, I'm in frenzy mode. I don't know what that meant. Oh, I think Spider-Man just pulled us up. Okay, well, now I've got two things. I don't know what the icons mean. Super Grapple. Super Grapple. Super Grapple 4 HD. The World Warrior. Oof. This does make me think of that new Marvel beat-em-up game that's coming out.
I've really not seen that much about it. I mean, other than just a few previews and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I always forget that French company. I always want to say .emu, but it's like Dotemu or whatever.
Yeah.
The same ones that made Shredder's Revenge, working on it. That looks like it'll be interesting, especially if they can, not just basically have a repeat of Shredder's Revenge, but actually stylize it more so you'll be able to like pick two characters.
Yeah.
It makes me think, what was the fighting game that does that? Some of the Street Fighter characters do some of those where you pick two fighters and swap in and out of them.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll be able to do that.
Almost like the Double Dragon one that came out.
Yeah, so you pick, I think that sounds interesting. I'll be curious to see how it goes. Oh, what happened? Grabbed me. Jeez.
Yeah, that helicopter is serious.
You can't like really hit them. I'm just gonna sit here and spin. Oh, whatever I got's hitting it.
Keep doing it.
Oh. Whoa. And it gets the screen. I think I was supposed to be steering that. I'm just slamming up against the screen. I guess there was a boss in that? I'm missing the boss.
I think the boss was the helicopter.
Oh, okay. Say hollow mode?
I just keep mashing B.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm doing fireballs over and over with B, and then I start doing my breakdance. And pretty much can spin and enemies hit me.
I guess it's Tommy Lee Jones's.
Yeah, Two-Face. Oh, I just started hitting buttons. Okay, that's good. It's off screen. Got 1,000 riddles.
Ooh.
So I've also been looking at all the Switch 2 stuff coming out, and this made me think of they're bringing Yakuza 0 to Switch 2 with like an additional something like 25 to 30 minutes of cutscenes that weren't in it before.
Yeah.
So I wanted to revisit that, so I'm tempted. I might probably not going to day one pick that up, but like if it ever goes on sale, I may pick it up and then go back through and play it. It looks fairly decent.
Zero is one of my favorite ones. My go-to in the series, probably 0 and 2, are probably the two that I would always go back to playing again.
Yeah, let's see. Pinky says, when are we going to get a good Golden Girls tournament fighter? Okay, there's got to be something there that I can think of.
I don't know. All I know is that I will be maining Blanche.
I would be the, I was going to say the old lady, but that's all. the mom, the mother of the old lady. The one who always tells all the Sicilian stories. Yeah, that could be actually a pretty funny parody game.
I see that as being a reskin of something else.
Yeah, I need a Golden Girls beat 'em up. Have power-ups of like old balls or something. Mucinex, yeah. Imagine Sicily, 1921. Me kicking. Yes, Pinky. That would be what it would be like. I've got a mirror me. I don't know how I did that. That was a power up. Now I can't figure out where I'm at to hit in it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, no, he's still there. Oh. Hey, High T Central. Your mic is low. Maybe I've got some of the other...
Maybe we got the other sounds up too high.
Yeah, I turned up some of the other sounds a little higher, so I can always drop the game sound a little bit. But yeah, it's for me, it's going like right to the red. So if I turn up much more, it'll start to distort. Thanks for letting me know. Super KO bonus. I just keep hitting the fist.
Let's do double damage.
Wait. We should have a whole theme of those. Let's see. You wouldn't have just Golden Girls, but you could have a Family Ties, Beat 'em Up. Any of those 80s. What was the other one?
The one I really
Full
want.
House.
No, I want Three's Company.
Come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for you.
Facts of life.
You take the good, you take the bad.
Why does it go to metal? Oh, wait. Why not?
Can I throw that at him? No. Loco mode? That's something weird again. On the mirror again.
Woo! Woo!
Whoa! Something for double KO popped up. I don't know what that meant. Maybe two people were killed at the same time. Oh, here we go again. Do not enter.
Wonder if that's where we should go.
The Splintered one says A team. Yeah. I love it when a plan comes. Evil. And then Pinky says, OMG, it's Miss Garrett with a steel chair.
Awesome.
And then Splinter One says, I think there was an Airwolf game, but not an A-Team game. Game companies could make a lot of more doing 80s games. Yeah. Airwolf would be kind of cool. I still want a good Knight Rider game. I had that one on the NES, I guess it was. It was not great.
No, you just drove across the country or something. Like, why are we driving there? Why? What do we do when we get there?
Yeah, I thought, oh, this is cool. I love Rad Racer. This is Knight Rider, and it's going to be even better. And it was like, eh. Like, blew myself up. Are we fighting Feather? Is that his name?
I think that's his name.
Blew us all up.
Hey, it worked. And they fall down a hole.
Batman go down the hole. Let's see. Looking back on the receptions, the Saturn conversion received mediocre reviews. Criticism widely varied from review to review. The most commonly cited problem was the gameplay is too repetitive. The characters' graphics are blocky. Critics mostly assessed the game on its own terms rather than its quality as a conversion, though a next-generation critic noted that the Saturn version is missing frames of animation from the arcade version. He summarized the game and beat-em-ups in general as, quote, all flesh and absolutely zero substance. Lee Nutter of Sega Saturn magazine called it, quote, a poor man's Guardian Heroes, except that it's actually quite expensive. I guess maybe because if you're trying to buy it used. GameSpot's Glenn Rubenstein and Electronic Gaming Monthly's Sean Smith and Dan Hughes were somewhat more positive, remarking that while the game is objectively weak, its sheer loudness and chaotic energy are not without a certain charm. GamePro, while having little but criticism for the game, said fans of side-scrolling beat-em-ups should try the game as a rental, since the genre had largely died out by the time of the game's release. In a feature on the game, Electronic Gaming Monthly stated that Saturn and PlayStation versions are identical aside from minor cosmetic differences, such as differing loading screens and the PlayStation version lacking the Batmobile's intro screen blurring effect. GamePro's review of the PlayStation version said it was a faithful conversion, but that the fun of the arcade version simply does not translate to the home console experience. So that's pretty much what most of the reviews say. The Splinter One says, should do a Cheers and a Coach beat 'em up, or a Cosby Show. Well, Cosby one might be a little rated in for mature these days. I can't do a Cosby impersonation. That's going to come out bad. Involves like slipping things into people's drinks. Let's see.
But the Cheers one would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Those bodies do look like cardboard cutouts. Yeah.
It does. This whole thing looks like cardboard cutouts bumping against other cardboard cutouts.
I may have to one day actually play the actual arcade ROM and see like differing and talk. In fact, they were talking about it seems to be missing frames of animation. And he keeps coming out and shooting me, and I can't hit him. That's not fair. I don't know what the VR thing I have is. It doesn't do anything. Blew myself up again. Hey! Got a big bomb. Woo! 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 I came in like a wrecking ball.
Nipple suit!
No, I didn't electrify in the air that time. Oh, you got question marks. Oh, L shot. Oh, I just selected Batman. No, it didn't. Okay, good. It looked like we had two Batmans for a second. The Splinter one says it would be him dropping stuff in pudding. Yeah, the game would be called Bill in the metal voice. Bill. I don't even remember the Cosby Show. I'm like stuck. Oh, I guess I haven't used the jump button. I forgot which one it was. Oh yeah, you do the Bill Cosby metal voice, like. Okay, that hurt. Okay, time to do some more breakdancing. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the stages don't seem to be. We don't seem to be going anywhere.
Yeah,
it's just one dark hallway, one dark alley, the basement of a dark building.
Yeah, and just the same repetitive enemies. Like I haven't even noticed any kind of like differentiating, like some, like some you'd have somebody that might shoot something.
Yeah,
have some that might run faster, some that like they might try to stab you with a knife. These just all seem to come right at me. I just do my backflips. It definitely, if you think about the power that the Saturn has, it does seem like the graphics might have been a little blocky and degraded.
I would blame that on probably the fact that the port.
They did that in the PlayStation together, so I don't know if that has any effect on it or not.
Well, they probably figured this was going to be more for an American audience.
Yeah.
And the Saturn was not getting nearly the attention that PlayStation was at the same time frame.
Oh, we're both out.
I'm battering these women. Oh no! Sugar and spice. I don't think they're very nice.
Oh, got multiple me again.
Ooh. Again. Ooh.
Oh,
with no one on the screen.
Yeah, they're really short.
It was just too. Yeah, was that a boss? Was that an end of a chapter? Did we move the story along? What happened?
I don't know. Oh.
The Batman!
I'm Robin! It does scale pretty good as you're coming back and forth across the streets. I hadn't noticed that as much. It's this level or something.
It's like,
oh,
okay.
There we go.
Oh, finally.
Oh, they're miniature again. Sometimes when I start doing that spin, I can't get out of it. It just keeps going. Oh, grab the boxes. Gosh, is that Andorra?
It's Feather again, but
Yeah. All right. I don't know the Feather enemy in Batman. That was one of the characters in the movie or something. Sidekick that I don't remember. I've not seen that movie probably since like the year after it came out.
I just remember the bat nipples.
Yes. Remember Tommy Lee Jones and
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Yeah. That wasn't the one that had Alicia Silverstone in it. Or no, that was the next one.
I think that was the
With
next
George
one.
Clooney.
Yeah, the one that had what was it, Mr. Freeze?
Yeah. Stick around. Whatever. That was funny.
Freeze. The whole point was just to ham it up.
Yeah. Give Arnold one-liners.
Yep.
Alan Master. Two people, Alan and Master.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nipple suit!
I am the Orange Slice.
Orange Slice.
Looks like Macho Man when he puts his cape out there. Oh yeah!
Yeah, the stages are short. There doesn't seem to be any story progression.
Yeah.
What? Maybe give us like like a scene or something between the stages to kind of move the story along.
Some type of
a cutscene.
Yeah. Splinter One says the cod piece. It'd be fun to go back and watch some of those old commercials for that. Oh. I think I used whatever power up I just got because I hit the button, the C button. I was just trying to pick up a box. Ooh. Jeez, I'll fly around the stage. Oh. Oh, and hit it again.
Again. Woo!
Oh, is this where we get to beat up the car? Get the points? Oh. This is a different game. I'm like literally flipping into the car.
I think I'm stuck in the car.
Yeah,
okay,
I was spinning and going into the car.
It's just so hard to tell what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting shot, I guess. Now I'm back up and you're flipping out. And yeah. You just did like a 400 hit killer instinct combo.
Let's try to pick up the barrel with fire in it. Jeez. Through the napalm. Go up in the treehouse. Oof.
Wow, Robin. need to try decaf.
Hey, he's like just blasted my head.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Joe Man Robin.
Did he just throw a bunch of feathers at me?
Well, this time it's Mohawk. It does look like he's throwing feathers.
Looks like the same guy. Threw a barrel at him. At least I think it's
Tassel. It's gonna be a boss rush.
Maybe all the
I remember
the whole
this guy.
gang. Yeah, the whole gang's back.
I sent him flying. Frenzy mode. That means.
Woo! Yeah, do that between. We do that between bosses.
As a Splinter One says, I guess people think that if you slap a brand on something, that the game doesn't have to be good or have gameplay or story. Yeah, especially back in the 90s. That's the way a lot of these ones based off of movie IPs and stuff were.
I hate to say it, but that was Acclaim's whole business model.
Oh yeah,
for a long time.
Hey, they're making a comeback.
Oh, good.
That were somebody bought the name and they're bringing up, and Jeff Jarrett's on the board, wrestler, and they're going to be trying to resurrect old IPs and invest in new companies or new games and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next coming years.
Yes.
For them. And then Splinter One says it looks like Robin's codpiece is larger than Batman's. I haven't stopped moving long enough to really look.
It's all in the lighting. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the size. It's just the lighting. Yeah.
I'm just spinning. That's all I can do. Look at that hit combos. Go. Go, Robin. Go. Go. I spread my wings and everybody dies.
He's the boy wonder. Yes, I'm doing this when there's no enemies on the screen. There's no control of that.
Yeah.
It's normally there's like a specific button.
It just... Oh, frenzy mode. What that means. I guess you're supposed to know like which power-ups do what, but it's always the bat symbol.
Wait, we just came this way.
I don't know, like a kick to the head, send them all the way to the other side of the screen.
Gotta get back to the Batmobile. That's where I keep my nachos. Oh no, the Batmobile's on fire!
This. Oh, there you go. That Batmobile out of the way.
I'm getting cornered! Robin, I need you to do all the work again.
I'll bring my out of control breakdancing. Oh, now we gotta go back.
Now we go back. It's like, okay, so the Batmobile got blued up.
Well, this is one way to stretch a stage out. Let's go back and forth.
I don't want to say that's filler, but that kind of seems like filler.
Am I supposed to kill him from here? Oh, just lost the ground. Guess it's supposed to do that.
I don't know. There's not like, you know, they tell us much about what's going on.
Got a red yin yang. I don't know what that does. Meow 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 meow. Woo! Spinneroonie.
I've got nipples.
I have the power.
I have the nipples.
I want to do something different, but the little spinny thing seems to help.
Hey, it moves it along.
Oh, and I thought I get stuck in a corner and I can't get out of it.
Oh,
sitting there spinning and spinning, and I can't do anything. Auto scroll. Stuck in a corner again. The Splinter one says, I'm pretty sure the game developers on this one were either drunk or on crack. Or both.
Why not both? Monarch bat.
He's the head of the monarchy.
We're gonna swing around.
I'm gonna do my storm impression. I got these batarangs here. Oh, is that?
It just humped you on the ground.
Fly. Gets like 3 times his normal size. Oh, why am I not throwing batarangs again? Doing a lot of damage on him. Ugh. Shell shock. Okay. Got more batarangs. There you go. Now it seems to want to fire. There are certain areas that I can't hit them. The Splinter one says, do you have to have Ryu knockout noise when he floats? You have a Ryu knocked out, yeah. I got that somewhere on the board here. Oh my gosh. I think we found most annoying.
This is the one that eats all the quarters.
Yes. You've gotten this far, you're not about to stop putting your quarters in the machine. Finally. Let's see. Where is that sound effect? I don't know.
Just make it up.
That's not even the end.
There's another bat.
Oh.
Angry.
Through the door.
Angrier. More aroused bat.
That should have been it. I'll do the hollow mode or whatever that was. Oh, there's Jim Carrey. Oh, hey. You get really tiny way back here. Like, can I get up there and hit him? There. Up there. No, stop it. I want up there.
Yeah, I want to hit Jim Carrey.
It's not going to let me. Oh, well.
I think this probably would have been like really cool.
Yeah, especially with the camera moving around.
If, you know, it was done, I don't know, like better.
Hey, if this came out in like 1989, we would be like floored.
Whoa!
Nice graphics.
Whoa, bro.
I got it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh gosh.
Triple KO.
Oh, there's that character again. Maybe in more boss rush. He was in the last boss rush.
They got to get their, you know, they got to get their investment in these guys. Get up here where we can see you.
Come on.
Tassel, you're starting to piss me off. I'm just glad whoever set up this arcade lets me put in my initials into, you know, the into the high scores.
Hollow mode. That's okay. That must be what it is. A hologram. I don't know what good it does. Maybe the holograms also hit. I don't know. Winter One says, "Not sure why you can't strike the Riddler in his bag while he's rotating around." Riddle me this. Oh, Masher. No.
Where am I?
At the very front.
Good God! I'm getting lost here.
Definitely a big like scaling on this, like way in the back. You know, a lot of times in the beat 'em ups, you only have a very, very small area when you can move up and down. But yeah, that seems to kind of just be most of this kind of just generic beat 'em up.
I think most of this is just to confuse you.
Yeah.
Just you know, it's the same thing, just rotating to make it more confusing.
Pinky asks, is it using blast processing? Well, that'd be the Genesis version that'd be using the blast processing. Oh, there's like a bomb on the ground. I do wonder if it'd be easier if I rearrange some of the controls on this. That normal feel of like jump, kick above each other. Oh.
Yeah, that tracks. Good grief.
Oh, now the room's spinning even more. where are we?
I just try to get back to the front.
Let them come to you. Alright, let's... Come on.
Come on, guesser.
Why did I suddenly run to the other side? Oh, no, he's still here.
Got like 7 hit points left or something. You got him. I don't know how.
I think he blew up before I even hit anything. He blew himself up.
As if I've had enough of this. I'm getting sick. Where am I? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think it's the room spins around that pulls you to the back. Trying to figure out, am I supposed to get up there and get him to stop this from happening?
I think we're just supposed to go through all the bosses.
Yeah, it sounds like I can get up there. Just double checking. Don't seem to know.
All you gotta do is just keep doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Just keep doing that.
Once I get on them, then I can get a lot of hits. Oh. Red spice and everything nice with my orange slice. So we're taking on the Spice Girls now? They had their own beat 'em up.
That's not fair.
I'm still juggling her and she's gone. I just want to keep doing it. I put up my hit score to 49. Oh, I had her there. There we go. There you go. Pick up and pick up power-ups until somebody appears.
Got
Oh,
stupid
you got to
batter-
fire at him with the batarang.
Riddle me this. What kind of a
Bit of Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Two-Face.
Oh. Dead face.
We're gonna need to look check every outhouse and port house and trap house. Mouse house.
Ah. Power up there on this. A lot of health. Breaks my combo too. It ends up knocks him up, he knocks up into the sky. I don't get to keep doing damage on him.
Don't even see him.
Behind the little thing there. Come on. Nope, we're hit. Ooh, Oh, putting in initials. I guess that's the end. I was there waiting to spawn again.
Congratulations.
You have freed the citizens of Gotham. You represent the Lollipop Guild. Oh, look at that animation.
Wow.
That's a whole, I think, 10 frames there. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, credits. Okay. Iguana UK.
So what do you think?
It needs some work.
It's an Acclaim.
Yeah.
It's an Acclaim mid-90s.
I could see, back in the 90s it being kind of cool. You're playing as Batman. It definitely was better than I think I did have the Genesis one, I think about it. Where you're going through and collecting some of those power-ups, and that one was terrible. And yeah, this is probably a little better. What's your thought? Besides just...
If I don't feel like there's anything that I do, any button that I press or anything, I don't feel like there's any real engagement. I don't feel like I'm really making progress. I don't know. It felt disjointed.
Yeah.
The game itself felt very disjointed.
I think he has a good observation. Motion sickness.
Yes.
Especially that last level.
Especially that last part.
Splinter One says, I could tell Brain was bored, but I know we can all make the best of things.
Yeah, we have all played stinkers. We've all played really good games. I wouldn't put this as like the worst Batman game that I've played.
Yeah.
I think there's one on the original Nintendo that I would definitely give that to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't feel like there was very much for a video game. There was not as much interaction as it.
Yeah. Splinter One says it's bad. Yeah, the characters move too quickly. They feel like they slide all over the place when you move around.
The background is very blurred and muddled.
Yes, it's hard to tell what anything is on the screen. There are so many things that just little tweaks I think that really would have helped. No, I don't need to say mine.
Yeah, you don't feel the button presses, the attacks are always doing. You're always like pulling off some weird 100 combo thing.
Yeah,
I just stand in one place and get killed, and it's not any. There didn't feel like there was any engagement with the button presses.
Yeah, I was just basically doing the fireball motion from Street Fighter over and over again, and I would just spin and spin and spin, and then once I made contact with an enemy, it would just sit there and pretty much take them out. It's like it almost drew them into my spinniness. Splinter One says it's donk. But look, there's the Batmobile.
But yeah, that was one of the cooler Batmobile.
Yeah. With all the holes in it. I know all this music's probably going to get copyright claimed by YouTube, so if you're watching this later, it's probably muted out at this point. Splinter One says, nice still shots. Yeah, I mean the graphics was decent, like for what you're seeing, but it seems like even some of the Saturn games, the beat 'em ups on them could have done much better with this. It may have had something to do with, like I said, I need to go back and play the actual arcade version and see how it differentiates Saturn version.
It's just the graphics were muddled. The graphics were it was blurry, it was dark. There was no real differentiation between stages. Most of the stages it's a dark hallway, a dark alley, a dark basement.
And, that's master volume. So no option for the music volume. Oh, you turn music completely off.
Well, I'm sure there's an algorithm, and I'm sure there's a setting in YouTube that can do that for you later.
Yeah. You want to go back and try it on hard?
No. I barely made it through it on easy.
Yeah, it's kind of floaty.
Yeah.
Color configuration. Yeah, all there is jump, kick, punch.
They were doing so much more than that.
I probably would have done like that, maybe. Basically, jump there, kick there, maybe there. Where you have your jump above jump below your attack. Oh well, doing a read through, little tribute, I guess this was, from the New York Times for Val Kilmer.
This is from the New York Times, written by Mark Tracy. When Val Kilmer was Batman, and the 90s were their most 90s. The actor took only one turn in the famous Batsuit. That film, Batman Forever, couldn't be more representative artifact of its era. In June 1995, a pulp confection hit thousands of movie screens. It seemed to embody both boosters and critics have identified as the decade's end of history non-chalice. It was, of all things, a Batman movie. And holding it together, the sturdy, straight man surrounded by adjunct goofiness was Val Kilmer, the actor who died at the age of 65 on Tuesday. Batman Forever was the third movie in a franchise kicked off in 1989 by the director Tim Burton's brooding Batman, starring Michael Keaton in the title role and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Batman was the standards of the time, dark for a comic book flick. Burton's and Keaton's follow-up Batman Returns, filmed in 1992, failed to repeat the original's box office success. So a new director, Joel Schumacher, was brought in expressly to make that one journalist's term a Batman light. Schumacher was a fan of Kilmer's portrayal of Doc Holliday in 1993's Western Tombstone and tapped him as his leading man. This was not Burton's Batman. There was not much to contemplate here. The critic Janet Moslin wrote in the New York Times, "Beyond the spectacle of gimmickry, props, and the kitschest of good actors, all of whom have lately done better work elsewhere, dressed for a red-hot Halloween. Schumacher favored showy camera angles and garish color schemes. The villains, Jim Carrey, played the Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face, were freely permitted to chew the scenery. Batman's suit had nipples, and the movie was weird. It was also a box office smash. It broke an opening weekend record, eventually brought in more than $336 million worldwide, besting its predecessor by tens of millions of dollars. In this highest profile role ever, Kilmer played Batman and Bruce Wayne as Stold. His romance, Nicole Kidman's psychologist, was Aw Shucks, respectively, Chicks Love the Car. He combats his antagonist's ridiculousness with straight face. His Wayne is tortured and guilt-wrecked and also middle-aged. No longer just a son seeking vengeance, he becomes a father figure to an orphan young man, or turns out to become Robin, played by Chris O'Donnell. Didn't Chris O'Donnell go on for the next one, or what? Did they get someone else for Robin?
I don't remember
the following one. I can't remember who that was. The outlandishness of Batman Forever was recognized almost immediately as emblematic of its era. The next year, the French director Olivier Assayas made Improvip a satire of modern blockbuster movie making. While the sleek black suit that star of the film within the film must wear is most obviously a reference to Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman of Batman Returns. The gaudy autistic is all Batman Forever. There have since been efforts to reclaim Kilmer's film as something of an unsung masterpiece. Vera Drew, the director of last year's art house independent movie The People's Joker, credited Batman Forever as its primary influence. But Kilmer was one and done as a Cape Crusader. He did not return for Schumacher's follow-up Batman and Robin, 1997, and decades later told the Times that the role felt like too much of a cipher. "It's not about the Batman," he said. "There is no Batman. He was replaced by George Clooney." Batman and Robin was a relative flop, best remembered today for the execrable puns uttered by Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze. "All right, everyone, chill." That iteration of the franchise ended there. The kind of comic book movie the Batman Forever typified faded away to be replaced by the following decade by the grittiness of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy and the real-world irony of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not counting his brief appearance 3 years ago in Top Gun Maverick, Kilmer was never again in such a big movie. But Batman Forever is an immaculate artifact of its time, in much of the same manner as Top Gun's 1986. Another of Kilmer's most memorable films, it was not the best 90s movie, but it may have been the most 90s movie. When historians wish to learn what it was like to live in the United States during the height of its unipolar moment atop the world, they could do more than dust off Kilmer's Batman suit, with its nipples and all.
So, Splinter One says, Val was a good Batman, just not many lines. I think Jones was trying to win an Academy Award. He was more like the Joker than Two-Face. I always thought that Two-Face character didn't seem to fit.
No.
Two-Face.
No, he was more chaotic, and Two-Face is more either, the coin says yes or no. He was a district attorney.
Yeah, he was very logical, very reasoned, but just we'll flip the coin, see what happens.
Yeah, he was laughing too much for that character.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess that's probably going to be it for tonight. If there's anything else you want to say or do, or
honestly, I think this game pretty much speaks for itself.
Yeah. I don't know if there was actually any other. I'm not going to put them up right now, but other Batman games on Saturn. I don't think there was.
That's odd because during the mid '90s you had this one, and then you had the Batman and Robin. So I figured they would have had a tie-in game or something for that one.
Yeah, most of the things I'm seeing is just Batman Forever. I'm gonna look for Batman the Saturn.
The animated series had wrapped up by then. Yeah, it should have been either this and Batman Forever as any of the real Batman franchises.
Okay, here's a full list. Now it's alphabetical, so it broke up in my pages so it would have to start with the word Batman. But you'd think it probably would.
Yeah.
Batman Forever is the only one that comes up.
Well, I guess this was the one and only Batman game on the Sega Saturn.
Cool. Now, another thing I'm looking at possibly we might play in the next coming days, it's supposed to be good. I don't have it on here now, but Iron Man and XO Man-O-War in heavy metal. So that's another Acclaim game. Beat 'em up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, multiplayer.
So this was pretty much Iron Man before Marvel Cinematic Universe Iron Man.
Yeah, it's a 1 to 2 player side-scrolling action game.
Okay.
So we might do that in the coming weeks or something. Try out some of these beat 'em ups here, especially these Acclaim ones that I never played. But it might be once you played one, you've played them all.
Yeah, they were in the arcades a lot during that time. They tried to play off a lot of the Mortal Kombat fame from Midway. They tried to really play that up with the motion capture, photorealistic games at that time.
Oh, well, I think we'll go ahead and call it a day here. So make sure you hit the like. Make sure you smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Let's see. Pinky does say, hold on. X-Bat credit card power up.
Yes, the black Batman credit card.
I remember that. And then he does say, the Splintered One says, I ripped open a dragon's blood and was ready to unbuckle my drawers, but this was anticlimactic.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely not the best game, but it's kind of cool still going through and playing it. So All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and until next time, be good.
Bye-bye.